Hi everyone, this is a Chakra 101. We're going to be talking about all 7 chakras in a very short amount of time, and we're going to go through the real main aspects of it. So, let's begin. So I have these crystals to kind of show you the colors of them, and also I will go through the information. I just thought I'd do this so that you also have something to look at whilst I'm talking about it, because, otherwise there'd be nothing on the table really. So I thought I'd show you with the colours of these beautiful crystals, which I have. So try to find approximate shades, even though you will find that with the 6th and the 7th chakra, the shades do vary. Sorry, the 5th, the 6th, well, the 6th chakra actually. The shades do vary a bit with it. So if you type in chakras into Google, you might find that the 6th chakra does vary with colour, but We'll talk about things as we get through to it. So let's start with your chakras, okay? So your first chakra is known as the base chakra. So the colour of it is this deep sort of reddish colour, and that is what we have here. So this represents the base chakra, also known as the root chakra. So the colour is red. It's known as the first chakra. Now, the Sanskrit name is, I'm going to butcher this, but I really do apologise. I mean, my own name is actually Sanskrit, and it means moonlight, so my name is Chandni, for those of you that don't know, and it is actually a Sanskrit name as well, but it means moonlight. So anyways, you have the English version, right? You have the English version of my name and you have the Sanskrit version. So very similar with chakras, they do also have a Sanskrit name. So a lot of the times also on YouTube, if you are Googling chakras or chakra meditations, you may also find the Sanskrit version. Even gurus, for example, will perhaps mention the actual Sanskrit name for it. So just keep that in mind as well if you do come across it. It's just that they have a Sanskrit name, English name, etc. Okay, so it is called Muladhara. I'm really sorry if I butchered that. Muladhara Chakra, and it is represented by a lotus of 4 petals. All right, so the location of it is really at the bottom of the spine, and around about sort of like the pelvic area. So that's where it is. Also, it is associated with physical stability, security, self-sufficiency, and responsibility for self. The personal areas for growth within the base chakra, the root chakra, is connection to earth and survival instincts. Okay, so that is your first chakra. Your second chakra is known as the Sacral Chakra. So this chakra is orange, as you can see right here, just a really beautiful bright orange. And the Sanskrit name is Swadhisthana, and it's represented by a lotus of 6 petals. Okay, so the location of this is 6 centimeters below the navel, approximately. And the flow of energy is that it moves in an anti-clockwise direction and connects to the etheric auric body. So the one thing that I actually forgot to mention about the root chakra or the base chakra is that it moves in a clockwise direction and connects to the physical auric body. So the second chakra, which is a sacral chakra, it moves anti-clockwise, okay, and connects to the etheric auric body. So it actually regulates the ovaries, testes, the kidneys, bladder, prostate, pelvis, body fluids, also the adrenal glands, as well as the large intestines and lower back, sacrum. Now this one is associated with sexuality, sensuality, mentoring and honouring and nurturing and nourishing ourselves, and also the personal growth areas are change and creativity. So that is what we have there. Okay, so the next chakra that we go to is yellow. Really excited, look at that. Pretty, right? It's also the biggest crystal I have, and this is the solar plexus chakra. So the solar plexus chakra is yellow, as you can tell. The Sanskrit name is Manipura, so they call it the Manipura Chakra, right? Which you may have seen actually in a lot of places. I see also in magazines. A lot of the times you will find that in books or magazines they may write the Sanskrit name. So that's why I also want to share the Sanskrit name with you, because you might see it places and you might be like, I don't know what that means, but now you do. So yes, it is also represented by a lotus of 10 petals, and of course it is the solar plexus, so that's where it is located, okay, in the solar plexus, which is just higher above your navel. So it's like between your navel and the top of your chest. It's like right in between, and it is, so the flow of energy, it moves in a clockwise direction and connects to the vital auric body. It regulates the pancreas, stomach, liver, spleen, gallbladder, small intestines, and the abdomen, the sternum, and back. And also it's associated with inner peace, personal power, self-confidence, self-worth, self-acceptance, trusting and accepting, and also our gut feelings, which I think is important. Now, of course, the solar plexus is also the sun's energy, right? Because it's solar energy. So, you know, we know the sun is yellow, we know the solar plexus chakra is yellow, so it's also to do with growth and possibilities and evolvement as well, and evolving. So the personal growth areas are self-esteem, relating to the world around us as well. Okay, so now we go to the next chakra, which is the fourth chakra, which is green. There we go. Beautiful and green. And this is one of the most famous chakras. I feel like everybody talks about this chakra, perhaps more than the others, but it is the heart chakra. So the fourth chakra is the heart chakra. It is, of course, green, and the Sanskrit name is the Anhata Chakra, and it's represented by a lotus of 12 petals. It's in the middle of the chest, which I'm sure nobody is surprised by, and the flow of energy, it moves in an anti-clockwise direction and connects to the astral auric body of or the emotional aura. Okay, so it regulates the thymus, the heart, the lungs, circulation, hands, shoulders, breasts, and upper back. It's associated with love, generosity, compassion, and forgiveness. The other thing with the heart chakra is it tends to also glow very green when associated with Mother Nature. So keep that in mind as well. We know Mother Nature, you know, is also about like the leaves and the trees and the earth. So yeah, it really does work sort of hand in hand with that energy, just like the solar plexus chakra is also connected to the sun's energies. The heart chakra is really connected to the Mother Earth energies as well. Okay, so the personal growth areas are giving and receiving unconditional love, and that is what we have there. So now we go to the fifth chakra. So the fifth chakra is the throat chakra. It is blue, as we see right here. It is very, very beautiful and blue. And it is known as the Vesuda Chakra. It is represented by a lotus of 16 petals. The location of it is in the throat, of course, by its name, throat chakra. It moves in a clockwise direction and connects to the lower mental auric body. So it regulates the thyroid, the throat, the mouth, teeth, jaw, neck, ears, arms, the bronchial tubes, upper lungs, shoulders, and the tongue. It's associated with communication, willpower, truthfulness, setting boundaries, expression as well. And the personal growth areas are effective communication and allowing communication to flow, and also standing up for yourself and social speaking and things like that. All right, so that is what we have there with the fifth chakra. Now we go to the sixth chakra. Now this is the one where the color shows up very different for different people, and obviously on Google, if you type it in, sixth chakra is known to either be sort of more on the bluey side or more on the purple side. It's the bluey purpley chakra, which actually the technical color for it is indigo. Now the thing with indigo is that there's many variations of indigo, so it's something to keep in mind. So I decided to just choose this crystal here. It's sort of bluish, but it also has like a purple tint to it. So I thought I would choose that. That's actually lapis lazuli, which is technically supposed to be blue, but you get my point, right? It's got sort of like a purplish tinge kind of on it. So I thought that would just represent, you know, for the purpose of sort of seeing what it's like. I thought I would just put that there. Okay, so the third eye chakra is also very, very famous, very well known, because it is well, you know, it is located between the eyebrows, so it's known as the third eye, and the colour of it is indigo. The Sanskrit name is Ajna, okay, so Ajna Chakra, represented by a lotus of 2 petals, and the flow of energy is that it moves in an anti-clockwise direction and connects to the higher mental auric body. It regulates the pituitary glands, eyes, nose, sinuses, head and face, and then also it's associated with wisdom, detachment, discernment, inspiration, the gut, intuition, knowledge, trusting in a higher source, and making judgments based on one's intuition as well. And it's also to do with meditation. A lot of people meditate on their third eye because it helps to open up other avenues, right, of seeing things and judging things and being closer to their divine self. So this particular chakra really helps with personal growth areas of intuition and imagination. And finally, we get to the 7th chakra. So the 7th chakra is known as the Crown Chakra. It's right at the top, okay? It's well, first of all, the color actually is violet. So I just chose a purple crystal here. Okay, so it's violet. The Sanskrit name is Sahansara, and it's represented by a lotus of 1,000 petals. Yes, 1,000, that is correct. And it's located right at the top of the head, hence its name, Crown Chakra. And the flow of energy moves in a clockwise direction and connects to the spiritual auric body. So it regulates the pineal gland, the skull, and the brain. It's associated with grace, beauty, serenity, oneness with all, our divinity, confidence, selfless realization, understanding, and enlightenment. And then also the personal growth areas are mental health, knowledge, and spiritual enlightenment. Now, I do want to mention as well, all of the chakras are connected to different signs. So I should have probably talked about it as we sort of went through it, but you know, it's one of those things which I just kind of remembered now. So since I do remember it now, we can for sure sort of go through that and see as well. So the one that I can definitely list off the top of my head is that the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra, is connected to Taurus, right? So yeah, the throat chakra, because Taurus is known to be about the throat, so you know, obviously that really connects very strongly with Taurus, which I think is obviously quite significant, as we see right there. Also, the other thing as well that I definitely can pick up from the sort of like the top of my head is that, you know, for example, Virgo is known to be about the stomach, right? So when we think about the stomach, we think of like the 2nd chakra, which is also very much so to do with the Sacral Chakra. So just keep that in mind also with the other signs, because I can't remember them all off the top of my head, but what I will say is that if you have information, of course, on the other signs as well, that can really help to tie them in with certain chakras. Not all chakras are for sure just linked to one specific sign. I just want to make that quite clear as well. But for example, when you talk about like Pisces, for example, Pisces is really connected to the 3rd eye. So the sign Pisces also connects very strongly with the 3rd eye chakra. So I just wanted to mention that as well, which I think is really significant. Now, the other thing I want to mention as well when it comes to signs and tying them with certain chakras is that every website, every book will kind of say something a little bit different. So that's just something to keep in mind. But I thought I would sort of give you my explanation of things in that sense, because you know, when it comes to zodiac signs, I kind of like to tie in with what the signs actually do relate to. So like I mentioned, Taurus is the throat, Virgo is to do with the stomach, you know, the Pisces energy is really to do with intuition as well. So that's how I tie them with the chakras, but that's also something that people do a little bit differently. You'll find different information on that in different places and sources online, so just keep that in mind. But I thought I would share with you sort of like the base information, which is what I mentioned as we went through all of the chakras to really sort of help you in that aspect. So I really hope this helps you. This is like a 7 chakra 101, and of course the chakras go down your body, of course. Just want to mention that. So for example, your head would be here, and then this would be sort of the base of your spine. So it basically goes all the way down, as I mentioned, right? It goes this way. There we go. Maybe I should have just done that to begin with, but this is how it goes. And yeah, so this would be the crown all the way down to, so yeah, so let's just go through it again, okay? So you've got here the base chakra, you've got here the sacral chakra, you've got the solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, then we've got the 3rd eye chakra, and then we've got the crown chakra, and that is how that happens. So this would be the top of your head, that would be the bottom of your spine. All right, so this is a 101. If you enjoy this, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, let me know, a comment as well if you have any comments. The other thing as well is definitely do click on the little bell notification if you do choose to subscribe, so that you're notified every time my videos do go up on YouTube, and you'll get a video, you'll get the video in your subscription box, which is wonderful. And yes, so don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below if you have any comments. Also, just want to mention as well, if you'd like to win a free reading with me, check out the description box below, since I do a giveaway every single month if you would like to purchase a private paid reading. Information for that is also down below as well. They're done within 24 to 48 hours. And the last thing I want to mention is my Etsy store is online. So it's on Etsy. It's called Moonlight Tarot Store. There are intention manifesting items on there, such as handmade bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards, which you can put under your pillow, phone, your wallet, or your purse to manifest different intentions. So they are handmade, and they are very, very special. So check out the review section to see how other people have seen results. They're meditated with, and they are saged. There's also face masks, crystals, charms, letters, divination coins, pendulums, cloths, bowls, etc. So all the information for everything is always in the description box below. And do take care, everyone. Bye.